Most people think they already know what a pet looks like until they meet someone casually walking around with a skunk on a leash or cuddling a baby anteater like it's the most normal thing in the world. And that's when your brain stops for a second and goes, wait, people keep that at home? Because hidden around the world are families raising animals so unusual, so unexpected, unbelievably adorable that you won't believe they're real household companions.
Look at this.
These aren't zoo creatures, they're not cartoon characters, they're real pets living in real homes. Stealing snacks, climbing furniture, and winning hearts one confused stare at a time. From tiny primates that sit on your finger to massive creatures that look straight out of the jungle. These animals prove that the world of pets is much bigger and much stranger than anyone ever imagined. So buckle up, because you're about to see the most unusual pets people actually keep and love in the real world. Before we continue, press like. Your next surprise might be a good one. 20. Tamandua, lesser anteater. A tamandua is one of those exotic pets that surprises everyone because it looks wild but behaves surprisingly gentle once it feels safe. They're small, slow-moving, and not as demanding as most people think. Most tamanduas weigh only 4 to 7 kilograms, and their long tail helps them balance when they climb around your furniture like curious explorers. They come from the forests of South and Central America, where they spend their days hunting ants and termites. So owners usually feed a soft, protein-rich diet to replace that. These animals enjoy calm spaces, soft blankets, and warm indoor spots, and once they settle in, they become quiet companions that like to curl up and nap. They don't smell, they're not destructive, and they rarely make noise. The most charming part is watching them use their long nose to sniff everything and their tail to gently wrap around your arm. With a lifespan of around 9 to 12 years, they become unusual but surprisingly sweet housemates. 19. Kookaburra. It's hard to guess what you're looking at the first time you meet a Kookaburra. Its long nose points in every direction, its tail stands up like an antenna, and its eyes track everything at once. These small animals, usually 3 to 7 kilograms, come from the forests of Central and South America, where they climb trees, dig for insects, and explore the jungle floor like little tiny detectives. Kept as pets, coatis are playful, fast, and unbelievably curious.
I knew it was coming.
Give them a room with shelves, toys, and hiding spots, and they turn it into their personal adventure park. A Kookaburra can rotate its ankles 180 degrees, allowing it to climb down surfaces head first like a furry acrobat. They bond well with humans, enjoy gentle interaction, and can live around 14 to 16 years. But because of their energy and cleverness, owners quickly learned that living with a Kookaburra feels like sharing a house with a tiny jungle explorer who never gets tired. 18. Possum. Most people only notice possums when they freeze on the side of the road at night. But raised from a young age, they turn into surprisingly gentle house pets. They stay small, usually 2 to 3 kilograms, and their long pink tail works like a balancing rope when they've climbed around the furniture. Possums are native to North America, where they survive by eating almost anything and playing dead, a reaction they actually can't control. As pets, they enjoy warm blankets, quiet corners, and soft snacks like fruit and yogurt. They move slowly, stay calm, and rarely cause trouble. Possums are immune to many types of snake venom, something people never expect from such a shy-looking animal. Anyone thinking of owning one should know they usually cost around $300 to $600, depending on age and breeder. With a lifespan of 4 to 6 years, they're unusual companions that quickly win people over. Tap like now and your next 3 wishes might come true. 17. Binturong, bearcat. The first thing people notice about a binturong isn't its looks, it's the strange smell of warm buttered popcorn that follows it everywhere. These slow-moving, tree-loving animals come from the rainforest of Southeast Asia, and it looks like a mix between a small bear and an oversized house cat. Adults can weigh anywhere from 9 to 20 kilograms, but they move so gently you barely hear them. Their long, thick tail acts like a safety belt, helping them balance when climbing furniture or wrapping loosely around their owner's arms. Binturongs enjoy calm spaces, shaded areas, and soft fruits. They're friendly but not overly playful, making them surprisingly easy to manage indoors. Their ankles are flexible enough to let them climb down trees head first. Anyone curious about owning one should know they're rare and expensive, often costing $2,500 to $5,000. 16. Wild giant squirrel. If you ever see a giant squirrel leap from one branch to another, you'll understand why some people can't resist keeping them as unusual pets. These impressive squirrels, found mostly in India and Southeast Asia, are much larger than the tiny ones seen in city parks. Some species grow up to 3 feet long, including their tail, and their fur comes in striking colors like deep maroon, gold, orange, or even purple shades. Despite their wild look, they're surprisingly gentle when raised young. They love fruits, nuts, and leafy branches, and they spend most of their time exploring high places or jumping between shelves if kept indoors. Their eyesight is incredibly sharp, allowing them to make long, confident jumps without hesitation. They can jump up to 20 feet in a single bound. 15. Long-eared hedgehog. The long-eared hedgehog doesn't enter a room quietly. It waddles in with its oversized ears, standing up like tiny radar dishes. This tiny creature comes from the deserts of Central Asia and the Middle East, where those big ears help it stay cool in burning heat. It's smaller than most people expect, usually 180 to 250 grams, and much quicker on its feet than the common hedgehog. Their personality is a funny mix of shy and bold. One moment they hide inside a little ball, and next they're racing across the floor like they've discovered something important. They enjoy warm bedding, quiet corners, and a steady diet of insects, which keeps them happy and active. They can run over 6 miles in a single night, which is why owners often give them large running wheels. Anyone thinking of buying one will find the price around $150 to $300, depending on the breeder. Their lifespan averages 4 to 7 years, making them tiny but entertaining companions. Your luck starts the moment you hit that like button. 14. Raven. You don't own a raven, the bird simply decides whether it likes you or not, and that's what makes people admire them so much. Ravens are found almost everywhere across Europe, Russia, Asia, North America, and they're known for their intelligence, confidence, and bold personality. This is not a quiet pet. Ravens learn sounds, mimic voices, open containers, and recognize human faces with shocking accuracy. They can live for 25 to 40 years, which means they stay in the family longer than most pets. Ravens enjoy large outdoor enclosures with climbing branches, puzzles, and plenty of objects they can steal, move, or hide. They can solve problems as cleverly as a young child, which is why trained ravens appear in movies, magic shows, and falconry programs. Living with a raven feels less like having a pet and more like sharing space with a clever, mischievous roommate. 13. Porcupine. The funny thing about pet porcupines is that people always imagine the sharp quills first. But baby porcupines look more like sleepy stuffed toys than dangerous animals. When they're born, their quills are soft like rubber, and they only harden as they grow. That's why some exotic pet owners raise them from a young age. Porcupines come from North America, Africa, and Asia. And depending on the species, they can grow anywhere from 15 to 35 pounds. They enjoy leafy branches, sweet fruits, and long naps in dark hiding spots. Porcupines don't shoot their quills. Those quills only detach when something presses against them. Owners say they're gentle, curious, and love making cute grunting noises when they're happy. Anyone thinking about buying one should expect a price of around $300 to $800, depending on age and species. They become surprisingly sweet companions that look far more dangerous than they actually are. 12. Skunk, descented. Most animals warn predators by making loud sounds or looking bigger, but a skunk relies on a single secret weapon: its smell. That's why people are shocked to learn that once the scent glands are safely removed, skunks become incredibly charming house pets. These small animals, usually 6 to 14 pounds, come from North America, and without their spray, they behave more like gentle, curious cats. They love soft bedding, warm rooms, and quiet spaces. Skunks enjoy exploring cupboards, digging through blankets, and following their owners around the house with surprising affection. Skunks can see best in the dark, which is why they're the most active during the evening. Anyone wanting to own one will find they usually cost around $250 to $500. With a lifespan of 8 to 12 years, descented skunks turn into adorable, playful pets that still shock every visitor who never expected to see one inside a home. 11. Ring-tailed lemurs. The moment a ring-tailed lemur enters a room, it doesn't walk in, it bounces in with its black and white tail held proudly in the air like a flag. These energetic primates come from Madagascar, where they move in large groups and spend their mornings sunbathing with their arms open like tiny yoga masters. They weigh around 5 to 7 pounds and stay surprisingly light on their feet, jumping from shoulders to shelves with zero hesitation. Lemurs love fruit, leaves, and anything sweet, and they bond closely with humans if raised young. They communicate using scent marking, which means their wrists actually have tiny scent glands they use to write messages. Anyone wanting to own one should know they're rare, highly social, and usually cost $2,000 to $4,000. With a lifespan of 15 to 20 years, they become loud, playful, and extremely entertaining companions, but definitely not the quiet pet most people expect. Drop a comment and tell me which unusual pet surprised you the most. 10. African bullfrog. If your idea of a frog is the small green one from cartoons, the African bullfrog will completely rewrite that picture. This massive amphibian from southern Africa can grow to the size of a dinner plate and weigh over 2 kilograms, making it one of the largest frogs in the world. Despite its tough, armored look, it doesn't do much besides sit, stare, and wait for food. But when it's hungry, it becomes a tiny tank, opening its huge mouth to eat insects, small rodents, and even other frogs. African bullfrogs can live over 20 years, which surprises almost every new owner. They enjoy wide terrariums, shallow water areas, and a steady supply of protein-rich food. Anyone thinking of buying one will find the price around $50 to $150 depending on size and color. They may look like grumpy swamp monsters, but owners swear these frogs are calm, fascinating, and oddly cute once you get used to their serious expression. 9. Kinkajou. Most pets sleep at night, but a kinkajou is just getting started when the lights go off. This big-eyed rainforest animal comes from Central and South America, and people are always surprised to learn it's actually related to raccoons, not monkeys. Kinkajous weigh around 3 to 10 pounds, and their long prehensile tail acts like a third hand, helping them climb furniture, shoulders, and even door frames with ease. They love sweet foods, especially fruit and honey, and they're incredibly gentle when bonded with their owner. They can stretch their extra-long tongue up to 5 inches to reach nectar inside flowers. At night, they become curious explorers that investigate every corner of the house. Those wanting to buy one will find they're expensive, usually $1,500 to $3,000, depending on age and breeder. With a lifespan of 20 to 25 years, a kinkajou becomes a long-term, playful companion that feels like a tiny rainforest creature living right in your home. 8. Praying mantis. A praying mantis doesn't try to be unusual. It simply sits perfectly still, staring with its huge triangle-shaped eyes, and instantly steals everyone's attention. These delicate insects are found almost everywhere in the world, from Asia to Africa to the Americas. Yet people rarely expect them to be kept as pets. Mantises are light as paper, only a few grams in weight, but their hunting skills are impressive. They move slowly and politely until they spot prey. Then they strike faster than your eyes can follow.
They enjoy warm enclosures, leafy branches, and a steady diet of tiny insects. One interesting fact is that mantises can turn their heads 180 degrees, something almost no other insect can do. Anyone curious about owning one will find they're surprisingly affordable, usually $10 to $50 depending on the species. 7. Finger monkey, pygmy marmoset. Seeing a finger monkey for the first time feels unreal. It's so tiny it can wrap its entire body around your thumb. These miniature primates come from the rainforests of South America, and at full size they weigh only 100 to 150 grams, making them the smallest monkeys on Earth. Their tiny hands grip everything, their squeaky voices sound like little toys, and their round eyes make them look permanently curious. They live on fruit, insects, and tree sap, which they lick using their sharp lower teeth. One fascinating fact is that pygmy marmosets can jump up to 15 feet, an unbelievable distance considering their size. They bond closely with one person, often riding on shoulders or hiding inside shirt pockets like a living keychain. But tiny doesn't mean cheap. Finger monkeys usually cost $3,000 to $7,000 depending on age and legality. With a lifespan of 12 to 15 years, they're adorable but demanding pets that need constant care and attention. 6. Hyena. Owning a hyena sounds like something out of an action movie, yet in parts of Nigeria, it's completely real. These powerful animals, weighing 90 to 140 pounds, are trained by local families and even taken on walks through crowded streets. Their jaws are famously strong enough to crush bones, and their laughter-like calls echo through neighborhoods, making them one of the most shocking pets anyone can own. Despite their wild reputation, trained hyenas can become surprisingly loyal when raised from a young age. They're fed meat, exercised daily, and often treated like heavy-duty guard dogs. A surprising fact is that hyenas have one of the strongest immune systems in the animal world, helping them survive extremely tough conditions. Anyone curious about buying one needs deep pockets because prices range from $5,000 to $12,000 depending on training and age. With a lifespan of 20 to 25 years, a hyena becomes a long-term, powerful companion that only a few brave people choose to keep. 5. Crocodile. The idea of keeping a crocodile sounds impossible until you see someone in Thailand casually feeding one in their backyard pond. Young crocodiles and caimans are surprisingly small when first bought, often just 1 to 2 feet long, but they don't stay tiny for long. As adults, they can reach 5 to 12 feet depending on the species, which is why owners must build strong enclosures with deep water and high walls. These reptiles are native to South America, Asia, and Africa. And even in captivity, they remain powerful predators with lightning-fast reflexes. One surprising fact is that crocodiles can slow their heart rate to just 2 beats per minute, allowing them to stay underwater for over an hour without moving. Anyone thinking of buying one should know baby caimans usually cost $200 to $500, while larger species can reach $1,500 plus. With lifespans of 40 to 70 years, keeping one becomes a lifelong commitment and definitely not for the faint-hearted. 4. Python. Most snakes quietly slither away from people, but a large python carried by a proud owner becomes a whole event. These massive snakes, Burmese pythons, reticulated pythons, and rock pythons, can reach 10 to 20 feet and weigh over 100 pounds. Yet many reptile enthusiasts in the US, Indonesia, and Europe keep them as surprisingly calm pets. They enjoy warm enclosures, branches to wrap around, and a steady diet of rodents or chickens. Pythons are patient, slow-moving, and incredibly strong, but rarely aggressive when raised properly. Their beauty comes from their patterns,
as someone who has
gold,
experience.
caramel, albino, and even lavender morphs. A fascinating fact is that pythons can go months without eating by slowing their metabolism dramatically. Prices vary widely. Common morphs cost $150 to $400, while rare color morphs can reach $2,000 to $10,000. With a lifespan of 20 to 30 years, a python becomes a giant, calm companion that shocks visitors who never expected to see such a huge snake resting peacefully on someone's couch. 3. Alligator snapping turtle. The alligator snapping turtle doesn't try to look scary. Its face simply resembles a tiny dinosaur frozen in time. This ancient reptile, native to the southeastern United States, can grow over 100 pounds, making it one of the heaviest freshwater turtles on Earth. Its mouth opens wide like a trap, and inside is a worm-shaped tongue it wiggles to lure fish close enough to snap. People who keep these turtles admire their prehistoric look, since they spend most of the day sitting still, waiting, watching, and occasionally moving like slow armored tanks. A fun fact is that the bite force of an alligator snapping turtle can reach over 1,000 pounds per square inch, strong enough to crush bones or cut through wood. For anyone wanting one, prices range from $150 to $500 depending on size and age. With a lifespan of 70 to 100 years, owning one feels like caring for a living fossil that could easily outlive you. 2. Tarantula. Some pets cuddle, others play fetch, but a tarantula simply stands still and lets its hair do the talking. These large spiders, found across South America, Asia, Africa, and the US, are calm but look terrifying to anyone unfamiliar with 8 hairy legs. Tarantulas come in bright colors like cobalt blue, pink toe, green bottle, and fire orange, and each species has its own behavior and personality. They don't make noise, don't smell, and barely move unless they're hunting. Owners love how easy they are to care for. A warm enclosure, a hiding spot, and the occasional cricket are usually enough. One interesting fact is that tarantulas can regrow legs, often replacing a missing limb after a few molts. Prices range from $20 to $300 depending on species and rarity. With a lifespan of 10 to 25 years, these spiders become quiet, mesmerizing pets that shock visitors but fascinate their owners every single day. 1. Kookaburra. You usually hear a kookaburra before you ever see it. Their loud, laughing call sounds so human that people look around wondering who just cracked a joke. These birds come from Australia, and even though they look like oversized kingfishers, some bird lovers around the world keep them as unusual, attention-grabbing pets. A kookaburra typically weighs 10 to 16 ounces, but its personality fills the entire room. They love sitting on high perches, watching everything like a little guard bird, and they respond strongly to familiar voices. Kookaburras enjoy a diet of insects, small fish, and the occasional meat cube, but they need space and sunlight to stay healthy. One fascinating fact is that their iconic laugh is actually a territorial call, not a sign of amusement. Yet it still makes people smile every time. Anyone wanting to own one should know they're rare and pricey, often costing $1,000 to $2,500, depending on age and availability. Thanks for watching till the end. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Mind say,